What's up guys, and welcome back to the Superhero Buzz, where we cover the latest and everything comic book movie related. I am your host Noah, and in this video, we are going to break down an official Spider-Man vs. Venom announcement, which actually comes from Tom Hardy himself, and I can't wait to get into the details. But before we begin, I have two very important announcements to share with you, with the first one being a little bit personal. For those of you that don't know this, I suffer from a disease called type 1 diabetes, where my immune system mistakenly attacks my insulin producing cells. But thanks to the breakthroughs in modern science, I now have a chance to be potentially cured from this. But unfortunately, the treatment is very expensive and it's not covered by insurance. And so I made a GoFundMe to help cover all the medical costs. Please do not feel obligated to donate, but if you would like to help, it would mean the absolute world to me. And so I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go help with that. Now for my second announcement, I would also like you to go follow my new Instagram account. Unfortunately, my old one got disabled, and I would really appreciate if you would go follow my new account. But don't leave until you finish this video, because trust me, you don't want to miss this. But first, if you could, hit that subscribe button so you can get the latest buzz and everything comic book movie related. This will also qualify you for my new giveaway, so watch till the end of the video for the rest of those details. Anyways, there's quite a bit to unpack, so need I say more? Let's dive right in. We haven't really gotten a lot of Spider-Man related news recently, except we are going to get a re-release of Spider-Man No Way Home, which is said to have more of the fun stuff. Literally, that's what it's titled. And so hopefully we'll get more scenes with Tobey and Andrew, especially with all those rumored deleted scenes. But besides that announcement, we did get a new photo from the upcoming Spider-Verse sequel, which is safe to say very exciting. But what about Venom 3? Well, according to actor Tom Hardy, he went on to make a very cryptic post on his Instagram account, where he subtly teased a Spider-Man crossover, because if we look closely, we can see Venom's tongue making an S shape, obviously alluding to Spider-Man, which could be the main focus for Venom 3, which would actually make sense for a few reasons. This isn't the first time he's teased this crossover. Tom Hardy himself has teased this on numerous occasions, where he would make Instagram posts of Venom fighting Spider-Man, though deleting them shortly after, which is definitely frustrating for the fans, but it at least shows he's interested in making this crossover happen. And based off his latest Instagram post, it may end up happening sooner than we expected, potentially in Venom 3. Now the second reason is pretty self-explanatory, because they also teased this in the Venom Let There Be Carnage post-credits, where we saw Venom look at Spider-Man on the television screen, which many fans were led to believe was hinting at a crossover with Tom Holland Spider-Man. But they unfortunately backtrack on that during the No Way Home post-credits, where we saw Venom get sent back to his homeworld, or the so-called SMUC, which was not only a wasted opportunity in my opinion, but kind of a slap in the face towards the fans, especially for those of us wanting this crossover to happen. Now the third reason is where things get complicated, but according to insider Daniel Richtman, who's a very credible source in the industry, Venom 3 is said to explore the multiverse, where he's said to come face to face with Spider-Man, though which Spider-Man is the better question, which many people speculate could end up being Andrew's. And there's actually quite a bit of evidence for this, because the No Way Home post credits made something abundantly clear, that the MCU is separate from the Sony universe, or the so-called SMUC, which means that Eddie Brock won't be meeting Tom Holland Spider-Man, but instead another version. Perhaps it will follow the comics, where the symbiote will first spawn with Spider-Man, or in this case Tom Holland Spider-Man, but later get rejected to find a new host, or in this case the MCU's Venom. And coincidentally, there's also a rumored Agent Venom series in the works, though when it comes to Eddie, it unfortunately won't be Tom Hardy's version. But right before the spell was reversed during the No Way Home post credits, we heard Eddie Brock talk about traveling to New York City in order to investigate the so-called Spider-Man, though right after he said this he was sent back to his homeworld, which could easily pick up with Venom 3, where he'll travel to New York in his timeline. But instead of meeting Tom Holland Spider-Man, he actually ends up meeting Andrews, who coincidentally is the only Spider-Man who hasn't fought an alien yet, which could be a foreshadow to their eventual crossover, and potentially in Venom 3. And let's not forget that according to the Morbius director, there is a Spider-Man that exists in their universe, and we'll find out which Spider-Man very shortly. And according to another tweet from insider Daniel Richtman, Andrew Garfield filmed a cameo for Morbius, but it was cut last minute on behalf of Sony. And considering that Venom and Morbius belong in the same universe, it's even more evidence they belong in the TASM universe, but I guess only time will tell. But having said that, what are your thoughts on this? And would you like to see Venom exist in the TASM universe? Be sure to let me know your thoughts down below. Now let's get into the giveaway details. I'll be giving away the first exclusive Superhero Buzz t-shirt that is now available in all sizes. And all you have to do is give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch you next time.